was trying to slide down the wall. Newgarden goes for the lead. No, Will Power.
Power goes around. One of the championship contenders. And then up on his lid over the top is Ed Carpenter. Takuma Sato has also crashed.
He just lost it all on his own. Cold tires.
That was a big move from Newgarden, and boy, Will Power is lucky.
Also get turned or turnaround. I'll tell you what, Helio Castro Neves was almost into that. He barely.
Oh, trouble! Into the wall! And many more involved.
Now the drivers that are behind have literally nowhere to go.
Making a move.
Oh, and finally going turn one. Hard contact into the wall.
Michaela Lotion loses it down low. Marco
they're piling into him.
Several cars taken out. Marco Andretti.
Looked like he went. He's got Dixon on his side. He just lost it. Flat out lost it. And he's had the eyes of the series chief steward on him.
Those are the things that we've been trying to catch up on and pay attention to here over the last few days, and feel for where we're at, especially coming in kind of fresh just into the month of May. That we got a pretty good handle on it so far. So fingers crossed.
All right, big crash here we've just seen here. JR, thank you.
Bad news here for Kyle Kaiser.
I was groaning just outside the top 10 in the no toe. Oh, that's very similar to the Pato Award.
Yeah, he was down low, it looked like, down pretty low, below the white line, and that thing just snapped out from underneath of him, and a hard side impact pancaked the wall. He goes over. You see again, he's down right on that white line, Towns. He's well below it.
Well, but he wasn't on the concrete patch. He just got loose, and man, I hate to see that.
And you see, as soon as he hits, the back of the car flies and gets up there. Boy, what a big hit. That car's okay. That car's not.
Mario and Danica on the high side. And here comes Marco. Oh, look out! Airborne! Franchini's upside down. Dixon is involved. The wheels touched. Weldon is involved.
Airborne up here, got up into the fence. We got him coming down. Copy that. Scott, you okay?
Looks like Sam Hornish also.
Two cars touched. It was, Dario was pushing really hard. I think, I think, Dario was wanting to come down, and Dan wanted to come up a bit. And all I saw, I saw Dario backwards, upside down in the air. I was fully.
The wheels.
Now the left rear of the car on top, 27 car, and then the car on the right front wheel of Dan Weldon. It looked like Dan was just trying to move up towards the right just a little bit, and his right front wheel on his target machine got the Canadian Club machine up in the air. And see everything else going on there. The parts are just strewn everywhere. And the real lucky guy in this, Marty, I think really was Thomas Schechter, because of everything coming down on top of his car. He could end up having the car land right inside the cockpit.
Also, watch Scott Dixon. He almost had the same situation. Watch the 9 car come in here.
Up and over.
See right there.
Absolutely. Wow. Actually, it's the 22 of AJ Foyt, not Thomas Schechter, excuse me.
I mean, those two guys, very, very fortunate.
Remember, this is 215, 218 miles an hour.
He goes right up and over the 9 car.
Now, I've been upside down before, and I'll tell you, it's the most eerie thing because he was trying to get underneath.
Oh my gosh, he goes up and over again?
Oh, can you count this as lucky or what in the world?
That looked like one of those hydroplane blowovers.
My goodness.
All right, here we go. We're going to go on board.
Now, you're not riding aboard a jet fighter right now when you start to see the sky. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He just checks up and
touches the tire, up and over. Reminds me of a ride in a fighter plane.
This is unreal. And there goes the onboard camera.
Oh. You know, we saw him take the steering wheel off, climbing out of the car.
There he goes flying by that camera.
Remember, they're still doing 175 miles an hour just as soon as you get off the throttle going.
Kidding around, he says, let's go back to racing.
Probably made some change in that pit stop we had.
Trouble. The 82 of Tony Kanaan, the 22 of Thomas Scheckter, a big contact. And Tony is on his limit.
Okay, Tony? Yeah.
He is okay. We also have a car up into the wall in turn number 4. Get a number for you on that as soon as we can. I believe it's the 26. It is. So there is Marco Andretti with heavy damage on his right front suspension. So we just go back to green flag racing. And our 4th caution, we'll take it back. Here's a replay.
Oh, Tony on the low side, and then what's ended up happening with Marco, he ends up just getting squeezed from Thomas Scheckter, the 22 machine on the right-hand side. And so he ends up then getting into Tony, which then starts all this off. And that's why you saw the right front suspension damage on the 26 Sapple machine of Marco Andretti.
And there's no safer barrier on that inside portion of the wall, but thank goodness those tires were there. That absorbed a lot of that shock.
So the car is sliding around, getting into the tires and up and over. Now, if the safer barrier was there, Marty, I would probably say that the car would not have gone on its roof. It probably would have just hit the safer barrier and then come back out towards the grass area. Now, here you can see the nose starting to get underneath the 22 machine of Thomas Scheckter, who's subbing for Justin Wilson. And then it comes back down, and then when it gets into the tires, both cars, just the angle of the 82 machine
Bottom of the screen, Hawksworth might have hit the car in front of him, and that caused him to spin.
I think he did actually make contact with, I believe that's Saavedra, and sent them both going into the wall. See, Saavedra still got his foot on the gas because he knows he's going towards the wall, so he put his foot on the gas, try and make the tires spin to lessen the impact at the last moment, then put his foot on the brakes. But that is a hard hit. That's just the mistiming from the 41, Jack Hawksworth, and that ABC machine just clipping the back of Saavedra.
And what's really good is all the cars stayed on the ground.
And the car that you saw going up over Saavedra, that was Coletti in the number 4 machine.
Now the best thing about this accident is they keep on moving and that energy keeps getting dissipated. The worst sort of an accident you can see is one where you just hit the wall and you stop. As they keep on rolling, they're getting rid of all of that energy that's obviously like this. Again, the safer barrier did its job.
So great racing up front, but look at all those bits and pieces scattered around on the track after the crash in the back of the field.
You're taking up the battle early in the going. It doesn't surprise me a bit that Mario...
And an accident, the 11 car, that's Kevin Cogan, up on its side in the pit area. A serious accident in the pit area, but look at Cogan. The car cut in half. The car in half, but Kevin Cogan climbs out. This accident occurring. Here is the situation. Let's just watch. Coming off of the fourth turn. Cogan taps the outside wall, the inside wall, and then the end of the pit wall. Now there is an attenuated barrier right there at the end of the pit wall. There is also an ABC Sports camera right at the end of that pit wall. The field now very, very slow behind the pace car. Here is that camera at the end of the pit wall. You see Cogan sliding. He comes down. Now watch.
The laps are not quick. 2:10 on that last lap for Dixon, 2:13 for Sato, and he's built a big gap. But Charlie Kimball is still in front of Sato, circulating much slower. Oh, big crash into the attenuator. That's right, Kitty, and that spins a Piggin. This is going to cause a red flag for sure, because they're going to want to finish this under green.
Right at the pit attenuator, right on the very end.
Big crash.
Oh boy. Drama, huge drama. Spectacular style, and
replays
not
already way loose, loses it, brushes the wall, not super hard, and then it just hooks itself, and that's the worst case scenario right there.
He's going over 100 miles an hour and comes to effectively a full stop. Listen here.
And that is why we have this new safer screen, because I really believe, Townsend, that just saved his life. Those tires, if those tires would have come over the top of the car and hit him in the head, who knows what would have happened.
So he gets to see the target, and then he knows that he's in for a wallop of a hit.